luck out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. And the Browns are going to get it back here just past the 35. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and that takes us from second to third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on third down, Watson. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Falcons are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Browns drive about to get started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Falcons have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Koo for the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack.
And now Watson throws another interception.
And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
They're right here. Turbo 1. Hey, let's go.
After the turnover, it's Tua.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hand.
This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts
with his second touchdown in this opening quarter, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it is 28-0.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, Corey Bojorquez gets set to punt for Cleveland.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive.
Back to Robinson now on first down. They juked him. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now first and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London, 42 yards. And the Falcons continue to pull away here in this first half. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up first and 10. Here's Watson. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Clark Phillips has got it, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, let's go. Solo left Zion. Hey, 21 TX. 21G.
Tua sets up to pass it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Looking to pass. Tua. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Kyle Pitts on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Browns drive about to get started. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here first and 10. Flush to his right. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another first and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks. Like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
First down, Browns.
Again, it's Watson. Steps away to his left. Yeah, man, it's caught inside the 10. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Out of the gun, Watson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Another shot to at least get on the board here. This is 3rd and goal. To throw is Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Travis Kelce with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Browns are able to claw one back. Extra point splits the uprights, and they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Turbo 1 hard. Turbo 1 hard.
Play action. Now it's Tua. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Zadarius Smith in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Now 3rd down and very long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That one deep for London. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top. Unsuccessful.
And how about this, a fake? Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Well, sometimes the fake punts work out. They're fun, and you're so smart for doing it. And sometimes, Charles, what happens is an epic fail, and what we just saw was an epic fail.
And you're right about that, because the key here is the element of surprise. You have to catch a defense completely unaware that this might happen, this might occur. Unfortunately, somehow they tipped it off, or they were just well coached and on their toes.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. That one complete downfield to Kirk. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Christian Kirk. 44 yards. And the Browns are able to at least get one score back. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. That is incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. He finds Robinson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. This pass is caught by London. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Give him 30 yards there.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
Now Tua. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Greg Newsom. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. After the interception, here's Watson. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Let's go. All right, let's go. Solo left Zion. Help!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Touchdown, Falcons! Bijan Robinson as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons will extend their lead here just before halftime. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2. The two are going to try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Taken at the goal line. And just shutting him off there. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Browns drive about to get started. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. They find some open field here. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Set. Alert.
The final shot before the break. Watson going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
On second down, here's Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football. Knowing full well, he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
And now here is another interception. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They run the draw here with Robinson. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on third and about 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
No sign of Tua departing. Fourth down, they're going for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. They go up by 40 now. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Now the Falcons will bring the offense back out, and they'll go for two. After the turnover, it's Tua. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for two, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Powering his way forward. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On fourth down, Watson. That is caught. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Christian Kirk, his second touchdown of the night. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The extra point up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Robinson up the middle. 163 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. And London, the motion man right. On second down, another shot for Robinson. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
A gain of 2 brings up third and 2.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts, 36 yards. And the Falcons get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. They'll try and throw for it. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at this.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. It'll be 1st and... They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Browns get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th-quarter deficit. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
On play action, here's Tua. Hitting London coming across the field. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Flushed out right. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, You and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
It's caught inside the 25. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They fake the handoff, now Tua. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the night. And the Falcons add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. They'll look to throw, and this is going to be caught. So add two more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. The run there on first down, going to get them 5 up to the 30. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
54.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Oh, what a move. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Watson on third down. And that is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Here's Watson on the sneak. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Back to throw, Watson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline is still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
You're right here. Turbo 1, high. Water, low. Ready,
now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Robinson. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their totals. So the Falcons again going for the 2-point conversion. Here's Tua. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Yeah, the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Watson on first down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Second and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. See what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that will be incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.